Hello there is another time for your favorite program, The Power Circuit, from the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. This program keeps you informed about the operations of TCN and the role it plays in managing the national electricity grid. Here are the headlines. Minister of Power, Engineer Abubakar Aliyu, tasked ministry officials, heads of agencies on intensified efforts to improve the power sector. Electricity employee unions, TCN management chart course on service improvements. Nigerian Society of Engineers confer fellowship on distinguished engineers. TCN commits to increased bulk power delivery with new transmission substation in Oka. I am Amara Agugoisi, taking you through this half-hour program. The Minister of Power, Engineer Abubakar Aliyu, has tasked ministry officials and heads of agencies on intensifying their efforts towards improving the power sector. This was his charge recently when he assumed office at the Power House shortly after he was redeployed to head the Federal Ministry of Power by President Muhammadu Buhari.
It was a lively afternoon at the Power House in Maitama, Abuja, as the new Minister of Power, Engineer Abubakar Aliyu, arrived to assume office. Staff of the ministry and those at the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, and other agencies under the power sector were on ground to welcome the minister. He was then ushered to his office at the Power House, accompanied by the Minister of Water Resources, Engineer Suleiman Adamu. At the expanded power agencies meeting, the Minister of Power, Engineer Abubakar Aliyu, in his address, charged the various heads of agencies and the directors in the ministry to translate their roles towards delivering more in the power sector.
So I want to urge everyone, from the Permanent Secretary, to down the ladder to, I think, the smallest on the ladder by rank, maybe the cleaner. If he cleans in any part of Ministry of Power, he should be dedicated, committed to what the task ahead is. I know you have done a lot. I'm here to assist. You are the one doing it, and you are the one that will continue to do it.
Engineer Liu made a commitment to ensure that the power sector is well coordinated to succeed, saying that is his sole mandate.
That is my mandate, to ensure that we succeed. My employer sent me here with a purpose, and the purpose is, as you all know, is to look over everything you are doing as regard to power generation, transmission, and distribution. So I want to join you to give me all the necessary cooperation so that we all succeed.
The minister also harped on the need to leverage on team spirit among operators in the power sector. On his part, the Minister of Water Resources, Engineer Suleiman Adamu, while congratulating the Minister of Power on his appointment, said he is a professional and he is equal to the tasks of the mandate given to him.
First of all, to congratulate him and to congratulate the Ministry of Power that you have a very decent gentleman that I'm sure we will enjoy working with, who is a professional, okay, like it should be. power sector is very critical to the development of this country, and it's always on the front burner in this country. So we need to continue to do the right things until we can deliver power to the people for the comfort of the citizens, and most especially for the development of the country.
Earlier in his remarks, the Permanent Secretary in the Federal Ministry of Power, Mr. William Allo, assured the minister that the entire management and staff of the ministry and its agencies are ready to give him the desired support.
On behalf of the entire staff of the Federal Ministry of Power and all other staff in all the agencies and parastatals, we want to assure you, sir, of our commitment. We are ready to work with you. We assure you that we are going to redouble our efforts. Hopefully we are trying, but with your presence we are going to do more. To make sure that throughout your period that you will serve in the Federal Ministry of Power, it will be a period that the entire Nigerians will remember you, will not forget you in a hurry because of what you are going to do.
Mr. Allo also noted that the directors and staff in the ministry are competent and will deliver their best.
From day one, you will have a very smooth sail here. The directors that are going to work with you and the entire staff are people that are so experienced, competent professionals.
In continuing to build on the existing mutual relationship, the executive members of the National Union of Electricity Employees, NUE, has held another meeting with the management of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, where the officials discussed service improvement issues. Speaking
at a meeting which was held at the TCN corporate headquarters, Powerhouse in Abuja, the acting managing director and chief executive officer of TCN, Engineer Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz, revealed that with the support of the members of staff, TCN has been making significant progress in its operations.
I can assure you and inform you that progress has been made significantly in various areas of TCN operations, both technically and administratively, and I am proud of all the hard work and contribution which every member of the staff and the union has put into making this a success. Despite the challenges of gas and generation shortfall recorded in the last quarter of the year in Nigerian electricity supply industry, TCN, through our committed workers, best engineering practices, and efficient maintenance, we managed to stabilize the system, reducing equipment downtime, and ultimately improving overall system performance, which is uncommon in the past.
Engineer Abdulaziz, who continued to laud the staff, said more support is needed for the company to leverage on these achievements.
It can only get better with your support as we hope to improve in these achievements on a daily basis. So much has also been done in the area of self-welfare.
The TCN henchman also reiterated the commitment of the TCN management towards enhancing productivity.
On our own side, management is making sure that the staff are provided with all the necessary tools, safety kits, equipment, spare parts, and support to ensure you succeed as workers. A few things that time will allow me to mention are as follows. Procurement and distribution of work vehicles, which is ongoing. Procurement of spare parts is also ongoing. Renovation of offices and control buildings is also ongoing. Procurement of major HP equipment is also ongoing. Procurement and distribution of safety PPS are also ongoing. New region and work centers have also been created, thereby creating room for promotion of more staff and efficient maintenance. We also accept the union to take the advantage of this meeting to air their views and bring up issues that can help us do better as we partner to progress in the Nigerian electricity supply industry and TCN in particular.
The General Secretary of the National Union of Electricity Employees, NUI, Comrade Joe Ajero, in his remarks at the meeting, lauded the staff of TCN, saying there are remarkable progress indices, noting that more can be done in this direction.
You are full of accolades to what we are doing, but I think we can still do better, so that we seem to be doing business.
Comrade Ajero also assured that the union and the employees will continue to give support to the management in the operations of TCN, especially in reducing system collapses and downtime period for the national power grid.
The power circuit continues after this break.
Verify that land before you buy it. To drastically reduce the incidence of building under the transmission right-of-way or encroaching on designated TCN land, members of the public are hereby requested to verify land near or along transmission line route before purchasing it. Verification should be made in the Land Development Authority or at the TCN office. This would help in drastically reducing the incidence of building under transmission line right-of-way and save us all the problem of pulling down the structure or truncating transmission line expansion projects in your community due to court injunction. Help us serve you better. Verify that land before you buy it.
The Nigerian Society of Engineers, NSE, has conferred a Fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers on some distinguished engineers, which it said were found worthy of the award. Among these new NSE Fellows is the Regional Transmission Manager, Osogbo Region of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, Engineer Bakare Kazim.
Chairman of the Board of Fellows of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, NSE, Engineer Bello Keke, who presented a welcome address at the 18th Fellowship and Conferment Lecture and Ceremony in Abuja, stated that 96 engineers will be conferred with a Fellow of NSE at the event. President and Chairman in Council of NSE, Engineer Babagana Mohammed, said the lecture series, which has been held for 18 years, is to bring key issues to the foreburner towards charting a course for national development. He charged the new fellows to further deepen their sacrifice.
Lecture series were instituted as a platform for contributing to national debate by bringing to the front burner contemporary and critical subjects of importance to the well-being of the citizenry and government of our dear country. Therefore, I am delighted to welcome you all. Also tonight, all will be witnessing the ceremony of inducting deserving engineers into the distinguished fellowship cadre of our great and honorable society. The Board of Fellows has presented a total of 96 engineers who have gone through the thorough screening and assessment process and found worthy in professional practice experience and character to be upgraded to the prestigious fellowship grade of the society. My dear conferees, I congratulate you and your families for achieving this feat. As the saying goes, to whom much is given, much is expected. I therefore charge you all not just to keep up the excellent work that you are already doing, but to do more to enrich the body of engineering knowledge by engaging in research and innovation for development.
Shortly after the lecture, the NSE President Babagana Mohammed conferred the award on the engineering fellows.
By the powers vested on me, I hereby confer on you Engineer Patrick Ato, Engineer Charles Agui, Engineer Martina Subama, Engineer Hidu Christopher, Engineer Omilia Aziz, Engineer Mohammed Hajro, Engineer Bakare Kazim, Engineer DJ Musa Bot, the Distinguished Fellowship of the Nigerian Engineers. Congratulations.
Among the new fellows is a management official of TCN, Engineer Bakari Kazim. Commenting on the conferment of a fellow of NSC on him, Engineer Kazim, who is the Regional Transmission Manager of Oshogbo region of TCN, said he was elated about the fifth.
Today I am here for conferment of the Fellowship of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. After a thorough screening, I was found worthy of that honor, and I'm very happy to be recognized in this level, and I hope that the recognition is a challenge to greater service to my own professional career, and I hope I will do my best as long as I am alive to impact the industry and particularly the young ones that are coming up.
The management of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, has committed to increase bulk power transmission in Awka and its environs in Anambra State with the operation of the new 2x60 MVA 13233 kilovolts Aguoka transmission substation by the company.
The acting managing director and chief executive officer of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, Engineer Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz, made the commitment shortly after the Vice President Yemi Osinbajo commissioned the facility built by the Niger Delta Power Holding Company, NDPHC, and operated by TCN. Engineer Abdulaziz, who was represented by the General Manager Engineering Services at TCN, Engineer Geoffrey Nwokoye, said the new facility has tremendously impacted on the national power grid.
Before the commission of this project, the whole of these houses were being served by 1x40 MVA transformer, mobile transformer. You can look just there. But this one, 2x60, that will be injected into the grid about 96 megawatts. And if you add it to the 32 megawatts by the mobile transformer, it's a huge boost to the grid. Beyond that, it's going to help boost the industrial activities of the state and the social welfare of the citizens.
Speaking further on the continuous bulk power transmission efforts of TCN, Engineer Nwokoye said the mobile transformer will be redeployed.
The mobile transformer shall be deployed to another location because the capacity here is quite sufficient for the area. So it's going to boost the availability of power in the national grid.
The TCN management official also identified some of the benefiting areas from the new transmission substation in Awka, Anambra State, and up to parts of Enugu State.
The immediate beneficiaries will be Awka and the environs, including Okwaba is close, Enugu State is close to this place, and Ama is area. So all the Awka people and the environs will benefit. And indirectly, it's going to also benefit the whole of Anambra State. Because before now, before the commission, Awka have been feeding from both the mobile transformer and the front depot, some part of Awka. So if Awka load is now transferred to this place, the power will be boosted, the power quality of other parts of Anambra State that feed from neighbor will be enhanced. So visually it's going to affect the entire state.
The provision of power infrastructure by the government does not end there. Citizens also have a role of safeguarding these facilities and also paying their bills. This is the advice the TCN management often seizes opportunity to give to host communities of power assets. That was also reiterated for the new Awka transmission substation.
My advice to them, the power center just a gem from gas supply, if it's gas generation to generation itself, to transmission and disco, and to the final consumers. My advice is that people have to do their own duty by paying their bills promptly when they are supplied, because their power supply will improve, definitely, but they have to support the government also by paying their bills, so that the system will continue. Or if they don't pay their bills, it will affect the performance. That is why. And then one of the major problems we also have is vandalization of our power equipment. So they should own it as their own. The immediate beneficiaries should own this place as their own. What they shouldn't say is government's on, it's their own. Well, if anything happens to that, this transformer is not something we can buy off shelf. It's something that will take you about it won't take you less than 6 months to begin the design and then bring it from overseas. So if anything happens to it, they will be in blackout for some time. They will suffer, actually. Just as the immediate beneficiary, they will be the immediate sufferers if anything happens to it. So they should watch out, report, own it as their own, and guard any vandalism towards this.
Do not build under transmission power lines for your safety and health. Electricity power lines and substations, either for power transmission or power distribution services, are extremely dangerous when exposed to direct human contact. These power lines and substations transmit electricity that lights up our homes and offices, power our computers, TVs, and refrigerators. On the other hand, the same electricity when exposed is extremely dangerous. It can shock, electrocute, and kill anyone on its way. That is why everyone must adopt safety measures whenever we use or are close to electricity facilities like power lines or substation or transformers. For the safety of the people and animals, governments all over the world have approved way leave or right-of-way of 50 meters for 330 kV power lines and 30 meters for 132 kV power lines, and for 33 kV lines the way leave is 15 meters. People are not expected to be found within this way leave or right-of-way for safety reasons. The lines can suddenly cut and fall to the ground with very disastrous consequences such as fire and electrocution of anybody and destruction of anything, be it vehicle, houses or vegetation on its line. It has also been established that power lines and substation emit electromagnetic fields, EMF, which is dangerous to human health. The World Health Organization, WHO, has warned that people who spend long hours under or close high-tension lines stand the risk of being affected by EMF and be vulnerable to cancer, leukemia in children, miscarriages among pregnant women, and other terrible diseases. It is therefore advisable not to build any structure or operate any business under or near any electricity high-tension lines or substations. TCN wants you to stay alive, stay safe, stay healthy, avoid power lines. This message is from the Management of Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN.
As we wrap up this edition, here are the headlines again. Minister of Power, Engineer Abubakar Aliyu, tasked ministry officials, heads of agencies on intensified efforts to improve the power sector. Electricity employee unions, TCN management chart course on service improvement. Nigerian Society of Engineers confer fellowship on distinguished engineers. TCN commits to increased bulk power delivery with new transmission substation in Awka. We appreciate you as you always keep a date with the power circuit. This episode and all others are readily accessible with just a click on the TCN YouTube channel. Keep supporting TCN through these platforms so that together the company can advance its mandate of delivering bulk electricity nationwide. Ensure you take the COVID-19 preventive protocols seriously, as there are reported cases of the outbreak of the new Delta variant in Nigeria. I am Amara Agugoesi. Thanks for being there.